Is JINYA Ramen Bar the best national Japanese food chain? The Nikuman pork bun was so fluffy, Gabriel Iglesias could sue. But the desserts underwhelmed me on every level.
The chocolate in the mochi was as good as it gets, but the skin made me feel like I was chewing on my grandmother's neck, and not in the good way.
They make a delightful presentation out of stirring egg into the garlic fried rice, but the payment process was so convoluted, M. Night Shyamalan optioned the rights to it. The main national U.S. chain putting focus specifically on ramen, JINYA Ramen Bar, is expanding quickly, having grown by 50% in the past 3 years alone. Is it worth its weight in sodium? Let's find out together. This is the Fine Dining Podcast.
Your table is ready. Take a seat. The flavor of the day is mediocrity. Wouldn't you like to try a bite? Guarantee it'll be the perfect bite. Fine dining. Better than you thought, worse than you hoped. Fine dining. We don't treat mediocre as a joke. Ranking every single place we've been, comparing to the perfect 5 out of 10.
I am your host, Michael Ornelas, and this is the podcast that uses Chili's, the most mediocre restaurant in America, as a point of comparison to measure a restaurant's quality. By the end of this episode, we'll answer the question everyone was wondering when Bear heard Nikki during his call with the One Wish Willow customer support line: is JINYA Ramen better than Chili's? Today, we're going to tell you everything that was good, not good, and just there about our meal at JINYA before we give it a score. And joining me today to discuss JINYA Ramen Bar is a friend of mine who I wish would love me more than anyone in the world. They played an unhoused man in the background of 2026's hottest horror film, and I'm apparently the only person that noticed. And if I'm being blunt, I'm obsessed with them. The first AD on the hit movie Obsession, but also the human embodiment of peanut butter and jelly with the crust cut off, cut in half. It's Grayson Alamango Shapiro.
Wow. Hey,
How
buddy.
you doing?
I'm good. I do love you.
Oh, more than anyone in the world?
I don't love you more than I love certain other people, but I don't know how much other people love you, so I'm
So I might be the most loved by you.
correct.
Crazy.
But I love a lot of people a lot. So
That's a hauntingly sad, like, inverse version of Obsession.
but it's completely unfounded, you know. But it's Schrodinger's amount of love.
Well, okay. How you doing? Thanks for...
I'm good. I'm a little more digested, having only eaten this JINYA a week ago.
This one hit hard.
Yeah, it did.
This was like like I got punched by, I won't say Mike Tyson, but like
Yeah.
I'm recovering still.
I mean, it wasn't the heaviest food is the thing, but I think
it was a lot of food.
It was a lot of food, and it was easy to go down.
Yeah.
So it's like it kind of racked up.
Yeah.
You know.
Amazing. Well, we're just going to dive into reviewing this.
Yeah.
We're going to start with all the things we liked, everything that was good.
This is good, done like it should be. The stuff that's finger licking or sticking the landing. This is good, I knew that you could. This is good.
No wait, seated quickly,
Yeah.
attended to quickly.
Yeah.
A lot of the Yelp reviews for this place had me kind of fearful that once we got seated, it would be like 30 minutes before anyone addressed us.
Well, were those Yelp reviews? Those were from different restaurants.
Those were
weren't
all
they?
the one we went to.
Oh, really? Someone from Nevada.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, but wasn't. Oh, I didn't realize that. I think when the different neighborhoods came in, I was like, oh, these must be for different JINYAs.
No, that's just where that individual is from.
okay.
Yeah.
Different points in time.
Different points in time.
None from this
But
year.
many Yelp reviews mentioned the long wait and how poorly they attended to you.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think we went at a good time for it then.
We did. Yeah.
Yeah.
But some people were even saying the restaurant was empty and they were still like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
You're like, how?
No, it was good.
Yeah.
We had a very lovely waitress who took care of us.
She was so nice.
She was so nice.
Saw the notebook. So she's like, what are you doing? And also I was like,
Yeah.
taking like amateur videography of all of our dishes and whatnot.
But she started strong too. Before I think she even caught on. Like, I didn't feel a shift. If anything, I think maybe she didn't. It's not like she was like, oh, I have to go above and beyond next. I think she already was. but I think she felt a little bit of pressure,
And
especially at the end.
nothing wrong with a little pressure.
No,
People perform best under pressure.
diamonds are made.
But yeah, I noticed that. And like the vibe of the place, I like brick. There was like a wall of like little kind of cut mirrors with like
Little grass
fake
wall,
foliage
yeah.
underneath it. There was a mural. I'm such a sucker for a mural.
I didn't get a good eye line on the mural.
It's just like a
Close to the
Japanese
right of
lady,
us on it. Yeah,
like kind of cartoonish, not cartoony, but like animated.
I liked it. It was nice. There was one like the wall on the way in was all glass window kind of deal, so it had good natural light. It was a good amount of light inside of it.
They had a little cursive neon sign that said "Ramen is all the rage."
No, good ambiance, good layout. Pretty big patio. I wouldn't want to sit in an outdoor patio
In a strip mall?
in a strip mall. Exactly. That's that's under the second floor. So it's like,
I will say, though, they did put attention into designing it. It wasn't just like concrete and tables.
it's true.
It was like it had that same fake foliage that anyways, it was just they made it nice.
Yeah.
Which I liked. But we can jump into the food because we got a lot.
Yeah, we did.
What's a good thing you had? Anything that scored a 6 or higher is going to be in the good.
Actually, everything scored a 6 or higher.
Really? I
Yeah.
had a couple things that did not.
There was nothing that I regretted getting.
Sure.
And for a 6, it's like, a 6 is for me is I wouldn't get again, but I don't regret it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Right?
To me, anything over a 5, I'm ordering again.
Mhm.
To me, anything under a 5 is like, I can skip it.
Menus are so big though. If I have 2 things on here that's like a 7.5 or an 8, why would I not get those again?
And
get
that's
the
a fair
6,
point. That's a
you
fair
know?
point. Yeah, we can just go down it.
Yeah, let's go in order. I like getting order.
Edamame.
I put a 6. It was good. It was good for edamame. Definitely like, it wasn't bad edamame. Like I've had bad edamame. It wasn't that, but it's
It
just
was
like
fresh.
Yeah.
I thought it had the actual perfect amount of salt.
Yeah, sure.
It was like light. It's a standard dish, good, steamed, broke apart like without too much effort.
Very thick.
I went 6.5 out of 10. You went 6, so we're very close on
I
that.
went 6. Well, I mean, it's it's edamame. It's like, how good are you going to score rice?
Ugh, I love rice.
Well, like plain white rice. I mean,
I
like,
love white rice.
you there could be a white rice that could get a 10 for you,
I don't know. No,
but you know what I mean.
but like
But yes, I love rice too.
I'll eat a bowl of just white rice and I'll be like, that was a 7 or a 7.5, and that's probably higher than most people would have it.
Yeah, okay.
Then the Nikuman.
Nikuman.
So this is a like steamed pork bun with pork saboro is what they call it inside. This thing ruled.
Yeah.
I thought it was delicious. It was fluffy. It was soft. It was like the perfect ratio of bun to meat. I gave it an 8.
So everything I could talk about this made me feel like it would be higher than this number. I mean, I could put these away, but for some reason my heart wouldn't let me put it higher than a 7.5.
That's fair.
It was really good for what it was, and I totally could have a lot of them. But yeah, 7.5.
I was also impressed that on the menu, they mentioned their Japanese airline crossover.
Mm-hmm.
The menu itself has a little airplane next to this, as though that matters
Mm-hmm.
in the restaurant. But you can get this flying in first class on Japanese Airlines. It's a collab with JINYA. First time I've ever seen something like that, and just kind of neat.
Yeah, very neat.
The crispy rice with spicy tuna.
Mm-hmm.
This had good heat.
Perfect.
Had a little jalapeno on it. It had like a little crispy rice ball underneath and a generous amount of tuna that I spilled all over the table and managed to scoop up and
We
eat.
learned after that was a finger and not a chopstick food. For me, I had a second piece, and
This
I was
was
like,
a
okay,
tough food to chopstick.
it's finger. I gave it an 8.5, which
It had a really
surprised
good
the
mix
hell
of
out
stuff.
of me.
I went with a 7, but I still liked it.
I think it's because I was really surprised. I just enjoyed the hell out of it.
I like that the rice wasn't too hard. I've had crispy rice that's too crispy, and I'm just
Yeah.
like, it's an unenjoyable texture, and this was a bit softer.
Yeah, it was really good. I'm not even a big spicy tuna person, but
Mm.
I don't know. I think I also just like, if something like more on the sushi side, especially somewhere like that, where like the bar for sushi for me is probably going to be lower, it's probably going to end up.
The bar is lower?
The bar for sushi is lower at a not sushi place, but that means, but on a curve. I mean, so like, it's
Sushi doesn't have to be as good to impress you.
yeah, at this place.
Like you like sushi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love sushi.
Yeah, that's fair. Garlic rice. The
Man.
garlic rice with beef birria. Birria.
I mean, I was like, I could take or leave that.
when we were like deciding to order it.
Yeah.
I am such a fan of like, I want a fried rice dish. If it's got garlic, great. And this had egg so the presentation on this, they get like one of those fajita plates, like a hot plate with rice on it. And then they bring it to your table and they pour egg into it. And then they start mixing it. And then they ask if you want a protein, and we got the beef birria, and it was very good.
Yeah, and she mixed it good and thorough. Like, it wasn't a rush job.
No, I've got a minute-long video,
Really?
and I started a little bit late.
It had to feel a long time.
It was probably 75 seconds she was mixing for us.
Yeah.
So that's not a person who's in a rush.
And it wasn't someone from the back either. It was our waitress.
It was our waitress.
Yeah.
The birria was flavorful.
It was good.
It had like some sort of braise or marinade on it. I could have used a little bit more portion-wise of the birria. I didn't need a ton more, but it did feel a little light on the meat.
Wasn't that bad, but yeah.
But the presentation, I really like. I'm a big fan of like a tableside mixing thing.
Sure.
Have you ever been to On the Border Mexican Grill and Cantina?
No.
They're recently have declared bankruptcy. So, they are not in the best shape for you to accessibly find one, but there's one down in Escondido, like on the way to San Diego.
Mm-hmm.
And they have a dish called Guacamole Live. And you can also just order guacamole, but Guacamole Live, they mix it at tableside. And they just come out with like 4 avocado halves and onion and like tomato and salt and lime. And they just mix it all together in front of you. And I'm telling you, I felt like I was at a strip club. I was like, this
crazy.
is so culinarily erotic to me.
Guacamole Live sounds like something at like a weird like theme park.
Yeah.
Like one of the shows you can see.
Yeah.
And now our special presentation of Guacamole Live.
And it's just like a band of puppets, and like one's a tortilla and one is a maraca.
And then there's a guy on the piano that's like a real guy, and he's like just in a guacamole suit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Not even an avocado. he's just like a big green mush.
In my head, I was picturing an avocado. I said guacamole, but yes, we've committed to guacamole suit guy.
Yeah, it's just like a gross pile. Yeah. But the garlic rice, I gave 8 out of 10.
Yeah, I gave it an 8 as well. It really was a surprise incumbent for me. I think the birria probably is what sucked me in. It was good. And the fried rice can be a bit of a miss for me. I mean, like, good fried rice is great. Good fried rice.
Yeah,
but, I've had a lot of like very mid. And I think it was the way the egg was maybe so freshly cooked in and like mixed in while cooking. Like, it wasn't little pieces of egg in fried rice. It was like the whole thing was cooked in the egg. So it had this really good texture. Yeah, it was good. I mean, it was one of those things that I think even when we were full, we just kept compulsively kind of craving it.
There was even a moment where she was like, do you mind if I clear some plates out? And like drug addicts, we were just like scraping it onto the spoon and then holding a lighter under the spoon.
We both immediately grabbed a spoon and scraped it onto the side place. And then she goes, oh, no, please take your time. I'm sorry. Like, she had done something wrong.
And I was like snorting. I was like, no. I felt like a truffle pig in that moment.
Even when she came back later to collect it, when she asked us if we were done, and there were so little scraps on it, a part of me wanted to say, no, leave it, because there was still just a little bit left.
I relate heavily to that.
Tiny little pieces that would have been so annoying to get.
Yeah, but sometimes you do it.
Yeah.
What you do with rice is, you lick your finger and then you just...
Right.
Yeah. My ramen, I got the Mountain Buta garlic ramen, not Buddha as in the chubby guy, but Buta. Don't know what that word means.
Okay.
But it was called the Mountain Buta garlic ramen. The chashu, the like pork, was so tender and like flavorful. The egg was great. Mine came with thick noodles. They weren't that thick, but they were enjoyable. I enjoyed them a lot, actually. Weren't unmanageable. I was worried that it'd be like when you get like drunken noodles and you get like the big, real thick egg noodles. I'm not usually a fan of those. It was garlicky and good. I didn't love the cabbage that was in it. It was kind of like boiled cabbage. Cabbage isn't my favorite in that form.
Yeah.
Or the wontons. The wontons were kind of soggy, but this was still really good, and I would recommend it. I only didn't get the ramen that you got because you got it. I was like, I want to cover a couple different things. Mine also came with a bunch of seaweed that I'm not a big seaweed guy, so I didn't eat it, but the presentation looked nice. It was cool. I gave an 8 out of 10 to the ramen.
Yeah. I didn't even write down my ramen notes, but I had their premiere,
The Tonkotsu.
JINYA Tonkotsu Ramen Black or something.
Yeah.
And yeah, I thought it was quite good. It surprised me. Honestly, I think I was comparing a lot of this stuff to things that I would get at Silver Lake Ramen, because that's where I've been more out of ramen chains. And the ramen was good. I definitely liked it more than their premiere ramen. I think maybe because it was more savory. There was even a point where I'd gone through most of the things inside the ramen, picked it up to drink it. And while I did that, it revealed some more noodles at the bottom that I didn't know were still there, and that excited me.
Bonus nudes.
Bonus nudes.
Yeah.
For sure. Soft boiled egg was very good. Soft boiled egg was very good.
It's so hard to go wrong with a soft boiled egg.
So hard to go wrong. The noodles, I had the thinner, more classic ones, very good. The one thing that is better at Silver Lake Ramen, I think, is actually the pork.
Broth.
No, just the pork piece
itself.
Yeah. Even thicker.
I don't know if because I've had the pork at Silver Lake Ramen. I preferred this, but it also may have been the fact that my seasoning was different because it was garlic. So it may have
they're similar. I mean, it's very similar, but it was very good. And, I'm sure it also comes down to like the luck of the slab.
The luck of the slab.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought the ramen was very good. And
I will say you pretty much finished yours. Astonishing to me.
Thanks.
Because I felt like I was eating mine forever. And then I asked for a to-go container and she's like, oh, did you not like it? I was like, I have been working at this and I have made nary a dent.
We've been sitting here for a week since the last record, obviously.
Yeah.
And you've been working on that ramen the whole time. Still not done.
It's still full. It's actually fuller than it actually has more in it than it did when it was delivered.
That's right.
I don't know what it is, but something about ramen is regenerative. It's like eating a salamander's tail.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Delicious over butter.
Yeah, it was good. I put a little extra. It actually, my first couple bites, I had it like a 7, but then it ended up, something clicked.
Yeah.
And it ended up just getting like better and better. Like I think I'd give it like an 8. Maybe it was because I put a little bit more of the seasoning sauce in it, and then I put some of the hot sauce in, which was really nice too.
Oh, okay. The chili oil.
Yeah.
Or was that what it was?
It was labeled as like spicy sauce or something, but I thought it was chili oil. Yeah. Yeah, it was good. It was very yummy.
I have another service note.
Yeah, sure.
We got to change tables.
I don't think we ever wouldn't have been able to, though. Like, I've done it before, and I think anywhere you'd go, you'd ask, but we were talking about it because we already started using it as a little auxiliary space.
Well, so to paint a picture, when we came in, all of the tables on that row, except for 2, were full, and they were just the 2-seater ones.
Right, which makes sense because we're 2 people.
But we ordered a spread, and there just wasn't enough tables.
Started coming and taking up real estate.
And then the people next to us got up and left.
Mm-hmm. They bust it.
And they bust it very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
That's marks on them.
And
it's good.
Timed very well with us exceeding our surface area capacity.
So we start, mostly because I'm getting video and pictures for the podcast, for the YouTube version.
We still have a menu.
And I'm putting it on the table and I'm taking little videos and then I'm bringing it back and then I'm taking different dishes and I'm doing that. Mm-hmm. And I was like, can we just move?
Right.
And like,
first I started moving like the edamame over and getting a little comfortable. And then I think, did she offer it first? I think
she offered it, but we were thinking it. We had talked about it and that's huge.
Huge. 4-seater.
We got a 4-top. And
is that the trade term?
Yeah.
Nice.
And it worked out great.
Yeah.
So big points for that. The JINYA bun, I believe is what it was called.
Sure. Classic pork bun taco.
Yeah, basically like a little, fluffy taco, pork with like a mayo and like is it lettuce or spinach or some leafy thing in there. This was really good. I thought the pork on it was similarly delicious as the pork that was in my ramen. I love the presentation on this thing. It just always looks like it's gonna hit. And I've had these before where they did not hit. This hit for me.
I give mine a 7.5 again because I love a good pork bun and it was good. But I would say the Silver Lake ramen one's like a 9 for me.
Really?
The pork one.
I don't know if
the
I've
same
had the
thing.
one at Silver Lake.
It's good. It's really good.
I went 8.5 on this one.
Yeah, I mean, it's more like you cut in half, and I missed out on most of the meat, which it was like a smaller.
But then I baby birded you some meat from my mouth.
You did, of course.
Yeah.
So I just all that to say, like the pork to bun real estate wasn't as high as it could have been, I thought.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and again, I think I liked their like slab of meat better there. But it was good. It was good. It just, I think because I have a higher expectation on those because I have one I really like, it landed a little lower.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that you would call good about this experience? I don't. But I think there were things that you liked.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, pretty much everything.
Yeah, keep going.
Like, I mean, I liked the crab hand roll. It was fine. I think I also forgot to write that down. I'd give it like a 6.5. I mean,
okay,
it was good. I enjoyed it. I mean, again, there's so much better out there, but because I like sushi so much, it's light. Like I could have had 2 more of them.
I feel like I might be pretentious on this, but just imitation crab, I'm like, why's it got to be imitation?
Was it imitation?
It was imitation crab.
Felt like it was good imitation. I think I knew it was imitation, but it was good.
I tend to avoid imitation crab because I'm just like, I just want the real thing.
Yeah. I liked it. I thought the rice was really good too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you said 6.5 on that?
Yeah, I'd give it a 6.5. Only because it's like there's so much better of it, but I liked it. I mean,
yeah. What did you score the mochi ice creams?
So the mochi ice cream, we got one order, which came, and we got the mix of the 2 options.
Yeah, so you can get chocolate or green tea.
So it came with one of each, cut in half. Presentation was good. Cut in half was nice.
I don't like that the utensil they gave you is kind of just like a half stabby piece of toothpick wood.
I kind of like that. I love anything I can get away with eating with a toothpick. I enjoy.
No, because to me it left a lot of like melty ice cream. Okay. Because when you have like a solid and a liquid on a plate, it's going to create like an adhesive layer. So you stab it, but then it doesn't come up when you do that. You have to like pry it, and it like made a mess on the plate.
Yeah. On the day, I actually gave it a 7.
Let's talk about hydrodynamics.
Yeah, I'm immediately clocked out of that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, on the day, I gave it a 7. The green tea flavor, which I was most excited about because I love a good green tea mochi, was a little more mild in flavor. The chocolate flavor I loved. I think it reminded me of like a good classic Haagen-Dazs chocolate, from which me and my dad would put away when I was a kid. Both were on the sticky side, which wasn't great. They're also just too chewy and thick for their own good, like in terms of like the skin. But I didn't freeze my gums off when I bit into them. I thought they were
that's
good.
Always the fear.
Yeah, it's typical. That's typical. So I liked that. I thought it was a good temperature and good ice cream consistency.
I've got such sensitive teeth to cold.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
So we know this.
Yeah.
So pros and cons on the mochi, but I liked it.
Yeah. I'll bring them up later.
Okay.
All right. That's everything that we thought was good. Now let's dive into negativity and talk about the things that we thought were not good.
This is not so good. I'm not quite sure about it. Could have done without it. The stuff that brings down the mood. This is just not very good.
This is good on the restaurant, but bad on society.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Yes.
We were told very early, because you wanted a coffee.
Yeah, I asked for a coffee, and they didn't have coffee. Well, I asked if they had coffee. She was like, "There's a coffee place right there, Belgian Waffle House, which served Groundworks coffee. It's very good. Place looked good too." And yeah, I brought it in, and it was fine.
You asked, "Is it okay if I bring in outside coffee?" And she points to the table next to us, and it's like, they brought in coffee. She's like, "Yeah, people do it all the time. I've seen people bring in Dunkin' Donuts. I've seen people come in here sitting with McDonald's. People bring outside coffee." And I'm just like...
No, she also said pizza.
She said pizza.
My 2 pings were pizza and McDonald's. Pizza is crazy. Like, because it's a box. It's to-go pizza.
Yeah.
So it's coming in a fucking box. And my question was like, so what are they getting here? And they're like, well, they'll bring that stuff in and like their friends will get the ramen or whatever. And
we're letting the inmates run the asylum.
Okay, so here's my thing on that. I love it. I think it's great, and maybe
I
that's
think
too
it's
libertarian of me or
uncivil-
something.
No, it's
but
uncivilized.
it is like, look, I think society, like constructs and, you know, gender and sex and heteronormativity, you know, I'm all about, you know, progressive, like open mind, freedom to do what the fuck you want.
Eat your Pizza Hut in a JINYA Ramen.
Look, it is weird. It is weird. I'm weird. Okay.
Yeah.
And I think regardless of how it looks, I think it's cool that they're cool. That is really my opinion.
My thing is just shame on you, you know, shame on you, society, for putting them in that position. Good on them. Good on the restaurant for being open-minded. But also, get your life. Get your life together.
What if your buddy, you know, it's his birthday, he really wants ramen. Your mom choked on ramen and died.
Mama, I'm going to see you soon. Mama, here I come.
But you don't know. You don't know what people are going through.
You don't know their struggle. Let them eat their Big Mac.
Yeah, why?
Crazy.
It is crazy.
Yeah, I don't really care, but it's funny. The green tea mochi ice cream for me was flat out not good. Not the flavor for me. I'm not a big green tea guy. I thought it was too bitter. The mochi to me wasn't chewy enough. I like it. I like the chewy.
Really?
Yeah. I went 4 out of 10.
It felt, yeah, the skin on it felt like, I don't know, like an earlobe. Like it was not.
Okay, Mike Tyson. How do you know that comparison? Wild.
We'll move on from that.
Wild. Yeah, I didn't love it. And I like mochi. You also got it was split in half, but it wasn't really half. It was like 2/3 and 1/3.
Yeah.
I got the smaller one. So mine just had less mochi.
Right.
So maybe you reached, what's the term? Terminal velocity, but the volumetric equivalent of terminal velocity.
I think, you know, it's like the reverse of what happened with the bun.
With the amount of pork I got.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I just felt like the ratio didn't work. And again, it's just not my go-to flavor.
Yeah.
It's a 4 out of 10.
I'm generous, as we know.
Yeah. And then the other thing that missed, I'm really sad that it missed because I was excited for it. The Hokkaido millet crepe. There's a place in Little Tokyo that serves millet crepes, which are like little crepes that have like a vanilla custard cream in it. And then they like torch it and kind of creme brulee the top and put different fruit fillings in it, like banana. You can get chocolate, you can get strawberry, you can get all sorts of stuff. And it is so good. This dessert felt like they just took the crepe and made like a weird slice of cake out of it almost. And then all the elements were dissected. So it was like, here's a little thing of vanilla ice cream. Here's a little separate thing of whipped cream.
And they didn't mix it up in front of us.
They didn't do
time.
it like the fried rice.
Yeah.
And so it was like, well, now it's on me to make the right ratio.
And the ice cream melted quick.
The ice cream melted quick.
But like on the side.
The whip was a little on the like sour side. Like it wasn't like fresh.
It wasn't hard either.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want my whip to be too
dissolved. Yeah. And 1 raspberry for 2 people. Crazy.
Well, and for like, I mean, that's not a 1-person serving either.
Oh.
I mean, it could be. It could be, but it's presented like.
Here for the table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. But either way, yeah, 1 raspberry is.
And then there were like crumbs, like bread crumbs
like
or
it's
something.
A strawberry, by the way. A strawberry, you couldn't cut that in half and give it to 2 people.
You could.
It's a raspberry. You
Yeah.
could.
Yeah. Very sad for me. I felt bad about insisting that we get it.
And you felt betrayed.
I felt betrayed.
It was a reflection on you, in fact.
I know. I went 3 out of 10.
Get a 5. You know, I mean, I get a 5. Again, I'm easy. I didn't hate it. I didn't love it. It surprised me again. I mean, it's just not the kind of thing I would order.
Yeah.
But, you know, it was a good aftertaste. Like when the texture was a little weird. I thought it was interesting and not in a bad way. It expanded my horizon a little bit. It was a new experience. And it was fine.
That's all the not good. Lastly, let's just talk about the things that were just there.
This is a weird one. I'm not quite sure what to say about it. Yeah. This is for the stuff that is just there.
For For me, the salmon aburi oshi sushi. This was like a little rectangular prism of salmon atop rice with jalapeno on
Yeah, I
top.
think they'd call that pressed sushi.
Pressed sushi. Interesting.
They didn't say that there, but when I've seen similar shaped presentation sushi, that's what it has been.
This was just so mild in flavor.
Yeah.
The jalapeno barely came through. It apparently had some level of chili oil in it, and no way.
The fish barely came through either.
Yeah. It just kind of tasted like nothing.
Yeah, I gave it a 5.
I gave it a 5.5. Yeah.
I did give it a 5.5.
Looked good. Like it was a good visual presentation.
Yeah, because it's unique. It's different.
Yeah. But don't need it. Wouldn't recommend it.
That's a lot of these places, though, I feel like, and what they go for. It's like the visual representation. It's like that's what they care the most about.
No, I'm a flavor boy.
Of course.
Give me rich. Give me sweet. Give me...
Make it look like mush. I don't care. Just make it good.
If it's tasty mush.
Yeah.
Yeah. For me, the crab hand roll wasn't just there. Tasted fine. Nothing wrong with it, but not great. 5 out of 10.
Fine.
The chocolate mochi for me, better than the green tea one. But even then, the chocolate wasn't super chocolatey to me. Did not remind me of Haagen-Dazs in any particular...
I'm wrong. I'm
No.
wrong.
We got different proportions. I had slightly more mochi skin to ice cream. You had more ice cream to mochi skin. So, I don't know. Mine just... It was fine. 5 out of 10. And then the other thing I noticed, they had a Dragon Ball Z collaboration side menu.
Mm-hmm.
The Hokkaido Mille Crepe that we got was on the limited time menu. There was a ramen that was on that limited time menu. There was one other thing. And then 3 collectible Dragon Ball Z pins. And I'm not a Dragon Ball Z guy. I don't care, but I noticed. And so it's in just there.
Yeah, I was impressed. Again, not a huge Dragon Ball Z guy. Happy for the culture. Yeah. Happy for the culture.
Yeah.
So I respected that they did that. And like, we're not talking about Dragon Ball Z that much in 2026. And they're still up for it. Yeah, JINYA is.
Yeah. Hey, I do have friends that still talk about it in 2026. And I'm like,
yeah,
really?
Yeah, that's true. Me too.
It's fine. Like what you like, unless it's the Big Bang Theory. That's what I say. All right. That is everything that's just there. That's everything about our meal. We have to put all of this together into a score.
Well, I have a bit of post meal to talk about.
Oh, no.
I mean, no, not that kind of post meal.
Okay.
Well, first of all, not uncommon, but we were completely neglected once it was known that we were done.
We didn't talk about the...
I know. That's coming.
Thank you.
I didn't forget.
I was going to leave it.
I was
Oh my
waiting.
God.
I was going to wait till you see if you brought it up. Once we were done with the meal, we were pretty much forgotten about. It was weird that there was no offer of the check, and we were there for like at least 10 minutes. Having finished, she knew we were done.
Yeah.
There wasn't like, can I get you the check?
And by the way, what she was doing, this isn't snarky. This isn't me complaining. It's just interesting to me. She was like sorting seaweed.
What?
Just different pieces
What
of
are you
seaweed
talking about?
into like different plastic containers. And I'm like, which ones make the cut for that container versus that
What
container?
are we talking about?
Our
You
server
just had a good view
was
of that,
out
huh?
in the open sorting seaweed.
At the register area?
Yeah.
At that little island? Well, yeah. So I don't know why that happens. And it's almost like you cease to exist because like then you want the receipt and you're like looking at them trying to like get their attention, eye contact, and not in a way that's like too rude because you're not at that limit yet. And they don't even look over at you. And then finally you end up asking someone else who's just closer, excuse me,
I'm desperate here.
can I get the receipt?
Can we leave this prison?
Yeah. And
Yeah.
you know what's also important? In general, this is like a big rule of thumb for me.
Yeah.
Is when you get the receipt, have the card ready. Don't
Yes.
let them walk
I
away
am the
and come
same
back.
way.
Because it is so diabolical. How
Because
they will.
I've had another 20 minutes there where it's like,
so bad.
can we get the check? Here's the check. And it's another like almost half hour
It's so
before they bring it back.
for what? Don't they want to open the table?
No.
Yeah.
That's why the music's not loud.
So I noticed you did that too. I did notice you do that.
Yeah.
And I appreciated it. But yeah. So then we did get the check, and I'll throw it to you.
So she was like, hey, the table next to you paid your check accidentally. I gave it to them. They didn't notice. Theirs is a little cheaper. Let me charge you that. And I was like, okay. And not fully understanding that she was then also saying they couldn't afford the whole check.
Right.
That was your check.
So she said something about like paying the difference, and it was very unclear. And it was almost presented like she was making it cheaper, but I could tell that she wasn't in the tone because she would have been more excited to give that out. What ended up being the case is that we paid for their check, which was like, cheaper, like by $20 or something. And then they
offers a separate check for the remainder
to top off our check, which they didn't fully pay because I guess their card maxed out, but they didn't catch it, and somehow it still went through.
Yeah.
And so we had to pay for the remainder, which I think ended up being a total of like $2 more if you add up our remainder and their check. But when you tried to tip for the second side, it wanted to tip for the whole original check. And you're like, how do I do that? And she's like, just don't worry about it. Cancel the tip there. So I think all in all, we basically break even, maybe save like 50 cents or something. But
it was just weird.
So weird.
Like, I don't care. I'm not angry about it.
No.
I've never had anything like this come close to happening to
And
me.
you can tell she was a little mortified because of the whole podcast of it all, I think, since that had come out.
I'm not mad.
No, but
it was interesting.
How are we not going to talk about it?
Of course. Yeah. Okay. That is everything about the dining experience. Good, bad, and in the middle.
Yeah.
We need to put all of this together into a score, but you haven't been on the podcast before. You're not as calibrated as I am.
I just started noticing this. It's fun.
So I'm going to ask you to tell me about your 0 and your 10, the best and worst restaurant experiences you've ever had as we dive into the calibration station.
Calibration station, comparing this meal to the best of the worst. Calibration station.
All right, Grayson, your best and your worst, something you would call a 10 out of 10 and a 0 out of 10, so we know what the far ends of your spectrum are. You can start with whichever one.
The generalization I have in my head is most theme park food experiences
are not good.
Are 0. Are so, because I've had, anytime you get something that you already know is overpriced and then it's so bad and like, just like, it feels like somebody like made it in like a dystopian machine that makes like sludge
it turns sadness into the corn dogs.
Right. Yeah, it just paints a corn dog on whatever the inside of this toxic waste is. And it's always the most expensive version of it. Like you can get a Michelin star burger for like a similar number probably, your fucking $30 burger. And then there's other, you're also at a theme park, which is genuinely not great.
Right. Everything there just tastes like Cisco.
Sure.
Like it just tastes like corn oil and
Yeah.
And then your best.
It's simple stuff. Like, I have my favorite like street taco spots.
Oh,
not trucks, stands. It's the way to go. I don't know. And it's not like a dining experience, but that's like a happy place for me.
Sure.
To just go. Like specifically for me, it's the one outside of Sentinella or outside of Mitsuo on Sentinella in Venice. It's like for me, it's usually tied to like, oh, if this is like a community place for me. Like there's a place around the corner from our house called Madre that we love, and like my main thing I order there, but also some of the smalls and like happy hour foods. Like it's like 10 out of 10 food for me. I just love it. And any excuse we can go there, we go there. They know us. It's like comfortable. I don't like the inside because it's like dark and loud, but we sit on the outside, which I love. There's also been, Mrs. Fish in downtown. You ever been there? It's under the Perch. I mean, that place is cool. I don't know. I think it's probably not a 10 out of 10, but they have like cool fish tank in the ceiling kind of thing. Yeah, I don't know. That would be, that kind of different. There's very different versions of 10 for me.
Sure. All right. Well,
food's got to be great, though.
Somewhere between a spot where you are known and you know it deeply and food so sad there's no way to know what it is.
Right.
Lies today's meal at JINYA Ramen. So we are going to put it to the Chili's test.
It's time to set scale. Will it pass or will it fail? Is it the worst? Is it the best? Let's put it to the Chili's test.
So for me, I wasn't disappointed overtly by anything. There really wasn't much where it's like, oh yeah, never again. There's a lot of it that I don't think I'd go out of my way to order again.
Right.
Mostly because there was probably a thing or two. It's like, okay, well, we tried a lot of things for science, but generally I'm going for the stuff I know is good.
Yeah.
There wasn't anything that I was like, holy, my God. Service
Did you
was
just
nice.
become a Mario brother for like half a second?
Did I?
Holy my God.
I would give it a 7.32.
We're very close on this.
Really?
I loved some of the little decoration details. I loved the fried rice being mixed tableside. I thought our waitress was very sweet.
Yes.
The mix-up at the end was really weird.
Entertaining.
Worth
noting that right after that first beat of confusion, our exit got really confusion, which isn't a representation on the restaurant, but
the parking garage here is labyrinthian.
It somehow, even though being a quarter or like a 25th of the size of the Century City Mall, I was more confused.
Well, it's because it has 2 levels of parking garage, but both elevators only go to ground level. So you have to like go up and then like back down or whatever. Like,
no, I thought there wasn't one to ground level and only went to level 2.
See, it's still confusing.
And then, it was the ramps. That there were 2 different ramps not connected that went to different floors.
That's
and
what
then
it
the
is.
elevator didn't go to level 1. And then I think either way, we got it. It was confusing for us, like a 2-story strip mall.
Yeah. Anyways, food by a broad stroke, very good.
Yeah.
Desserts all dropped the ball for me.
Yeah.
But I think I would go so far as to call this restaurant very good. Not quite great, but getting there. My score is a tiny bit higher than yours. I went 7.36.
Wow.
Which means JINYA Ramen goes up on the tchotchke of mediocrity at a 7.34.
Wow. Okay. First ever ramen on the pod.
We did it. That means JINYA Ramen Bar is officially better than Chili's.
Better than the Chili's, objectively good.
All right. Well, that is it for JINYA Ramen. I've got a special coming out next week. I'm not going to a restaurant. In fact, I'm revisiting 5 places that I've been to as we kick off Septemberger 2026. Make sure you head to the either description of this episode or my website, finediningpodcast.com, to get your Septemberger bracket, fill it out for an opportunity to pick a restaurant that I will go to in the next season of the podcast. You can tell me a place that if I've not done it, I will go there. I will review it for you. And I will make a rap song about either you or a restaurant or food related thing of your choice. I will be debuting the one from last year's winner at some point during Septemberger. So keep your eyes peeled for that.
I love that name, Septemberger.
Oh, I even got a championship belt for it. Yeah. So, we're going to be talking about, you'll actually hear the scores for the 5 Septemberger places I've already gone for the year. That being Smash Burger, The Habit, Muya, Five Guys, and BurgerFi. So, you'll get scores for all of that, followed by episodes on Burger King, McDonald's, and Fat Burger. So that's what you have to look forward to in September and Septemberger. Again, fill out those brackets. I'd love to get a bunch in so that we have something to draw from for anyone who gets all of them right. Grayson, thank you so much once again for joining.
Yeah, I had a really good time. I'll just throw myself under the bus and say,
No. Don't do that. We're having a good date. Why does it matter? We're having a good date.
Nice day. That was our last day of shooting. And it was...
I hate that I got it wrong. I watched that clip like 7 times.
It was, no, don't do that. I thought we were having a nice date.
Why does it matter?
Right.
We're having a nice day.
Yeah, like an 8.5-page day. No overtime. We had to load in, load out. But it was good. I mean, it was a very efficiently shot movie. I mean, it was so tough to do that film in 20 days. And obviously, like, it looks really professional and good. Yeah, that was it was a 3 a.m. call time. I got there an hour early to moral support and look at after the grip pre-call to start tenting it for day for night, because that's the only time that Little Tony's around the corner from here was closed.
One of the worst Italian restaurants.
Really?
Ugh.
I read this. There was this article that I read recently about like, this like old couple. It was like, this was like our little like spot, it's like always like easy to sit down and, it was our quiet little local haunt. And now it's like 2-hour wait on like a normal Sunday morning.
Oh, because of the movie?
Yeah. People are there. And then it's like interviewing people like, I made my family drive for 2 hours to come here.
It's like if SpaghettiOs was a restaurant.
Yeah. My favorite photo, which, this is honestly, I guess this is a flex now. The Thursday after we wrapped, the second to last day of shooting, me and Haley and Ricardo, my two people I was working closest with on a producer and my second AD, we went to Little Tony's and sat at the booth we were to shoot at, and had little drinks and stuff.
Nice.
So we did the sitting at the booth trend before we started it.
You were the OGs.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. What was your favorite on-set experience with Obsession?
We had a small block of reshoots. They gave us very little money for it. And I think because we got into TIFF, they were like, okay, and it was mostly like, it wasn't like, oh, like we messed this up here to make it better. It was like structural, like how do we tell this story better? And, like all of our notes, and that were culminative. And like Haley and I ran this little test screening with normal not film people and get their thoughts, and it's like, okay, well, how do we improve certain things that we're trying to communicate and whatever. So there were some structural script changes, and that informed the reshoot. So one of the scenes we completely reshot was the bar scene, the trivia night scene. And so that was our first day of reshoots. We filmed in November 2024. This was July 2025. We all stayed in pretty good touch. I mean, the whole crew really became so close, like a family. And so, yeah, that first day of reshoots, we were back at it again. We were in this tiny bar. There was no rooms to put talent holding, to put hair and makeup, to put staging. We were crammed. I mean, I have a panorama photo that I took that has every element of the set, and it's stuff that's crammed, 3 feet from where the beginning of the movie world that begins and where just the fucking bar ends. You will never see that many smiling faces just working. And I think we were just so happy to be back making the thing together.
Yeah. This
thing that we loved and we're excited about. And we all knew kind of the team, not just the movie, but the team was special, and the way we were all working was special. And it kind of worked. Because, I do a lot of indie films, and a lot of times you have people who do a lot of bigger movies who are coming down and annoyed about what they don't have. And I think this, for a lot of us, this was this could be the thing. This was a lot of people's first time doing a feature, this level. This level, or this leadership role, this head of department role, whatever on a feature. I mean, it was Curry's first feature. It was a lot of the other department heads' first features. I had done a couple small ones before, and I hadn't done any bigger than this, and this one I'd cared about more. But yeah, so I think it was
just
all
the idea of reunion with the people that you already did the whole thing with, and you're we've got another shot to add something.
It felt like a heist, I feel like a lot of indie movie
you pulled
making
something
is
off on Hollywood's dime.
Yeah, exactly.
Kind of. Yeah. Well, congratulations on it.
Thanks.
Such a good movie. Top 99?
I think it just hit IMDb's top 100 of all time or something.
That's crazy.
Dude, it's bro, Spielberg said on a red carpet for his movie, he said the words, "I'm fangirling over Obsession." Every Nolan and Edgar Wright and every known directors talking about it, and it's just we've broken every record, every step of the way, the coolest top echelon of accomplishment we could have thought we could never even have reached has just happened. And it has been the most simulation theory affirming thing ever. Because it's just this can't be.
Yeah.
This is this has never happened to anyone, it feels like. And so it's how is it happening to us?
Amazing.
It's nuts.
Well,
cool.
In case anyone wants to follow you in the simulation, tell them where you're on social medias.
Yeah, you can find my ones and zeros within a further deeper layer of ones and zeros on Instagram at Grayson.a.Shapiro. I posted some cool BTS, so that might be fun for you to watch if you're interested in the movie. And you can find me on the streets of Los Angeles, like many people do.
And outside of the bar on the street.
Yeah, that's right.
In Obsession.
Most of us were just being extras. They didn't have anyone play the homeless man. And I was like, all right, I'll just do it. I normally when I'm ADing, I wouldn't do background work because you don't want to get stuck in a scene, but there's no movement. I knew it was just like basically a shot and a half. It's like, I'll jump in. And my second AD was like, oh, I'll like do the call outs for you. I was like, nah, I'm like, I'll do it from inside the movie. And you take a video. It'll be a cute little video to send to my friends. And then now it's like, I posted online. I got like 5.5 million views.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, it's my little cameo. You can't, I tried to get really deep into the role. You know, I didn't want to make it about me. I kind of covered my face with my hair a little bit. You can't, unless you already know going in, you probably wouldn't notice.
Yeah.
But you came up to me and you were like, were you in the movie? And I was like, yeah, I was the homeless guy. And you're like, I fucking knew it. I just couldn't believe it. I mean, it's crazy.
But also, I was on the lookout for it because I was like, it'd be a fun little Easter egg if I saw my friend in this. And so I was just scanning. And then it was like, oh, here's a scene. You had long hair at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, to me, it fit. And I was like, that it just made sense that would be you.
Yeah. Now I'm making it a thing by even saying this here, but it's been such just a classic gag for my friends to make it like a thing. Because, you know, if your friend does something like you've known forever, that's like a big deal. It's almost like you want to like, you know, give them shit about it. But I try not to wear my like crew shirt at all, you know, and I like when I was going to the gym and I wore it. And then like while I was there, they were like, oh, meet up with us for this USA World Cup game, which did not go well. And I showed up and my uncle literally that day was like, oh, why haven't I seen you wear this shirt? It's like, cool. Like, cause he's my trainer. And I was like, oh, you know, I don't want to be like an asshole. And he's like, no, it's a good conversation starter. And I was like, yeah, everyone's going to give me shit about it. And I show up 30 minutes later. And the first thing my friends do is like, oh, is that the homeless guy from Obsession? Hey, everyone, look at this guy.
Hell yeah.
Great. Yeah, we get it.
All right. You can follow this show on Instagram and TikTok at Fine Dining Podcast. You can join my Discord if you want to have a conversation with me. You can support me on Patreon if you want an exclusive episode every month, exclusive interviews with my guests, and the full extended Yelp from Strangers segment, as well as the ability to download any of the music I've made for the show or had made for the show. Anyways, that is another one in the books. I will be back next week with the September 2026 kickoff show. Thank you so much for listening. Have a fine day.
Well, there's another one in the books. We judge the service up to the cooks. And while we may have gotten a couple of dirty looks, no, the journey can never stop. Now from the bottom down to the top, we got a new MO and everything's unlocked. And that's good chilies to the letter to the T. It's the perfect cornerstone of mediocrity. So now we got a brand new kind of test. That's the ones we gotta know, 'cause we sure ain't know it yet. Triple dip, we got the ribs, a main course, perfect little in the middle. It's good, now it's got to be the lock for what we use when we put things up on the charge. So there's another one in the books. Yeah, there's another one in the books. And we will see you next week, baby.
Have a fine day.